Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on the market. SPY bulls showing up today. Strongest close we've ever seen in the S&P 500. Highest close, I should say. And the hourly time frame was a clear equilibrium with yesterday's trading. If you turn off extended hours, normally I keep them on, but there are scenarios where I can clearly see it's more clear if they're off. High of yesterday, low of yesterday. Started the bounce yesterday afternoon. The high of today was a lower high. We set a higher low. And then we broke the equilibrium bullish at the end of the day and closed at the high of the day. So SPY has to see just about 0.25% for a new all-time high tomorrow. That's certainly direction things are going. If we lose the hourly uptrend, which would require a break of 294.68 at this point, then we zoom out to the daily and we just look for a daily higher low to form compared to 290.35. Daily uptrend intact means the bulls are in full control, and we're looking at a new all-time high potentially tomorrow. Half-day trading day tomorrow. Thursday's off. IWM. So IWM pulled back a little bit more significantly, and we had seen a bit more strength the past couple of days, but just looking for a healthy daily higher low. Bulls are looking for anything above 150.76 to be that higher low, and we'll see if we can change the hourly trend this week. An hourly trend change would indicate the daily higher low has been established. We'll need a clear hourly higher low and higher high. And at this point, we're not close to changing that hourly trend, but a solid bounce at the end of the day is giving us a lower wick, and we're scouting for that daily higher low and the hourly trend change. QQQ, daily inside bar as well. All-time high test. Take that back. Still have a ways to go. But the high of this move, 189, make that 190.57, and then the all-time high of 191.32 is in sight. So bulls are keeping control here. The hourly time frame, again, nice and clear. Turn off extended hours and it's even more clear. Equilibrium breaking bull, increasing bull volume at the end of the day. Very similar pattern to SPY. XLF. XLF consolidated today. So it's a day where the strongest names the past 3 days have been IWM, XBI, and XLF. They consolidated today in a very healthy way, while the tech sector picked up the slack, and helped with a daily inside bar to keep SPY in a daily inside bar. So XLF pulled back today, but it certainly looks like a bull flag shaping up, and if we can change this hourly trend into tomorrow, and actually you could already consider us changing the hourly trend after hours, but either way, we're looking for a daily higher low to form. Anything above 26.89 is a higher low, and we'll see if that bull flag gets confirmed for continuation. XLV. So XLV bulls also showing up with a strong close. 94.33 is the recent high. That's the key resistance level to be watching. Pretty much a double bottom with the low of the last 2 days and a strong close. XBI, there's that daily consolidation, very similar to IWM, just looking for a higher low compared to 83.33, and we'll need to see the hourly trend change back to the bulls in order to be looking for the daily higher low to clearly be established. Clear hourly higher low and higher high would tell us that our daily higher low has been established. The VIX is dumping. Look at that week close. Blowing right through 1320, and here we are heading back to the range we were at before the May dump in the market. So let's just go back and look. May for the S&P 500 was this pullback. The volatility index saw a big spike, and as is the norm with these volatility spikes, they do not last long. 4-day move, all the bulls got, and it took months to give that all back, but in standard volatility fashion, the bull moves are given back, which is why whenever we see a big time spike in volatility, we anticipate equilibriums are going to form. We see that happen on all time frames, and that's why there's a lot of traders that will just short the volatility index after a major move, anticipating the natural flow of markets, which is to find price discovery within tightening ranges after a new range is established. Natural gas not giving us any indication of a daily high or low being set. We had to change that 4-hour trend, and we failed to do so far. Now, if we can hold 2-3, make that 223.2, hold that and break 231, we'll have a 4-hour trend change. The daily high or low will be established, and the bulls will be making their way to try and change the daily trend. So very clear lower high and lower low pattern. Have to hold 2156 and break 2381 to have me interested. Although a 4-hour trend change would have me interested in anticipation of the potential daily trend change. Oil dump today. So oil is, I'm watching for a potential 4-hour oversold bounce into tomorrow. If we see this weakness continue into tomorrow and the 4-hour RSI is oversold, I will be interested. We are pulling back on the daily. We did not establish a ton of support on the way up. And now that we're pulling back, we have to see a weekly trend change. The bulls have to hold 50, 59, and we have to see a break of 60.26 to change that weekly trend. If we don't change the weekly trend, we keep this lower high and lower low pattern, even though it was a very significant bounce of 20% for these bulls. They didn't change the weekly trend. So that's now the goal for these bulls. But while we're waiting for that, I personally will be interested in 4-hour oversold conditions for a short-term bounce. We have lost the daily uptrend, you could say. You could also say we haven't yet. I would accept either answer if I were giving an exam, but you'd have to explain why. Either way, we have to see a daily trend change of a lower high and lower low to be confident the bears are fully back in control. Gold, beautiful follow through today. So resistance is 14.2456. It is still just a daily lower high, but this is exactly what the bulls wanted to see. This is healthy consolidation. It's a weekly bull flag trying to form, and this is bulls aggressively buying the dip. The 4-hour trends got tight and saw a bull break. As soon as we got over 1396, the bulls were off to the races. An ideal scenario would be a 4-hour high or low and then a break of 1424 to be looking back at the recent high in the 1439s. I entered NUGT end of the day yesterday. I sold half of that position pre-market. My break even on the trade, because I sold that half, is now down at 2360. So again, I love positioning myself by scaling in and out of trades to be risk-free. And I have absolutely no stress whatsoever. I don't even have to think about this trade. I can set a stop loss at break even if I want. I can set a stop loss to ensure that I lock in some profit. But I'm looking to hold this position for the potential that we do see continuation. SPY is almost at the all-time highs. Gold's looking great for the bulls. If this pattern continues, then we're going to be looking for bulls to break 2980 and see continuation. So I will be holding NUGT for the near-term future. And unless I see some red flags, that's going to be the case. Still need a clear 4-hour trend change, but again, very comfortable. Short-term resistance is 2755. That's potentially in play tomorrow. And we'll see if the bulls can break that little daily lower high on both gold and on NUGT. So that's what we got as we head into tomorrow. We're just keeping with the daily trends. And again, as long as the daily trend for the S&P 500 is bullish, I'm bullish. I'm not going to fight this trend. I'm not going to fight blue sky bulls. I don't care what the headlines say. And we'll take it one day at a time. So I appreciate you watching. Do good things out there. Don't have an end of the day video, but got some produce fresh from the garden to share. Some big cucumbers still popping off. Big zucchini. I'm still at my temporary spot with my temporary garden going. And what I did was I bought pickles from the farmer's market. And I ate all the pickles. And then I had all this juice, and then I just stick my green beans, and I got a bunch of sour gherkin cucumbers in there, and now I have pickles. You can make your own pickles.